There's a blast of Nicaraguan cigar smoke to open this edition, episode, session, if you will, of Two Hands and a Face Audio, where we love to explore interesting gear and share what we find out with you. And I hope you're actually there. And if you are, I certainly appreciate it. And I want to say Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to everybody. We're right on the heels of Christmas, halfway, a little bit more than halfway through December. So, on this occasion, we are having a look at the Bogner Distortion Pedal called the Uberschall, which is named after their fairly famous Uberschall amplifier. The word Uberschall is German for supersonic. So, straightforward name and an interesting looking product. I don't have a huge amount of experience with Bogner. I know that their amps sound really good. They produce distortion, really, that's what they're about, is that really high gain ceiling and some crushing distortion with all of the natural compression and overtones that come with it. So let's see if this pedal holds up to the amp. Holidays. So here's the sound we're building off of. Just a clean sound. Tiny amount of reverb. You may not even be able to hear it. So, that's our basic sound. Clean. Let's engage the Uberschall pedal by Bogner at a relatively low gain ceiling. So I've got the gain dialed almost all the way out. It might be at 10%, barely. Okay. That's got a lot of teeth to be set at 10%. A lot of teeth, a lot going on, a lot of distortion, the beginnings of some natural compression. This is a really gainy device, so I'm going to say right off the bat that if you want a device that'll give you a low enough gain intrusion to keep it kind of clean, regulated by attack, this may not be your pedal, but that's okay because there are a lot of applications for pedals with this level of gain. So we're going to go from 10% to about just under halfway, let's say 11 o'clock, and see what we get. So it's pretty gritty. It's a little bit of an increase from 10% up to the 11 o'clock mark, which is, let's say, 45%. It's got teeth, and it's got a little bit of touch sensitivity, so you can play really softly. You can clean it up a little bit, and then you it gets nasty real quick with just a little bit of hard attack. So let's go ahead and bring our gain all the way to 1 o'clock and see how much damage we can do. That's a lot of teeth, man. For a pedal, we got some great sustain going on and maybe the beginnings of some feedback. Let's take the gain all the way to 3/4 and just see how nasty it'll get in its regular setting. Dragging out some good feedback even at a low volume level in this room. And This is as high as I would dare go with this pedal. You've got a little bit more ceiling room. And it gets pretty nasty. It gets pretty nasty. So, we're not done yet, because the Uberschall pedal by Bogner also comes with a boost feature. I'm going to toast that. So the boost feature is designed to give that extra edge, that extra bite, that extra clarification on the notes, articulation, if you will, even at the ridiculous level of gain that we have it dialed into right now. So let's dial it back to the halfway mark, which is still formidable, as you will hear. So let's do this with the 50% capacity at gain, and let's employ our boost control. Damn. Okay, the thing just went hypersonic, just like the name implies. Extra sustain, feedback. Now the boost does increase the volume, but it also seems to increase the gain because it's hitting the input of your amp even harder with what it's got. So let's go ahead and go back to the 3/4 area. And for fun, let's add some delay. Why not, right? And let's see what this thing does. Relatively low room volume, especially with that boost feature engaged, we've got some screaming feedback ready to happen. We've got a ridiculous amount of sustain, and I think that you've got a pretty versatile pedal here. Now, the truth is about this Uberschall pedal, it sounds great, it's built great, it's Bogner. Bogner is awesome product, no two ways about it. This device starts at a gain level that's pretty well engaged, so it's not going to be something that you cover old bird songs with. You know what I'm saying? Not that that's not a beautiful sound in and of itself, God knows it is, but this thing starts at a gain level that I would call formidable. So you start there and you go up the scale from there, and man, if you want to get into the metal ranks with this device, it's there for you. It'll get as nasty as you need it to be. So I can't encourage you enough to go to your Bogner dealer. They're not everywhere, man. They're a great product, but their distribution is limited. So you may want to order one online from a great company that gives you the option to send it in the back if you don't fall in love with it. But if you like really high ceiling distortion with very, very abundant natural compression and all of the wonderful overtones that go with that, I think you're going to like this Bogner Uberschall pedal. And it is, despite being a Bogner product, very aggressively priced for what you're getting. I might add that unlike most pedals, I'd say 99% of the distortion pedals out there on the market, you get a 3-band tone stack with this. You've got bass, mid, and treble at your disposal so that you can tailor make your sound even more. So, the verdict is, on this occasion, go try out this Uberschall pedal and see if you don't fall in love with it, man, because if you are in the harder, heavier, or metalistic ranks, this is going to be a great asset for you. And that said, I hope that you have a wonderful holiday, and I hope that you will join us again. Hit subscribe, man. We would love to meet with you again and share some more product information. Be well, and thank you so much.